Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and today we're going to take a look at some stuff I sold and some stuff I bought.
Mountain Man. Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Montana. That means I've got a day job. I work at a radio station, and when I'm not there at work, I am going to garage sales. I'm going to estate sales. I'm going to thrift stores. Sometimes I'm looking at the clearance aisle, at other stores. Doesn't matter where. I'm trying to find things that I think are underpriced, and then I can sell them again for a profit online. I do that mostly on eBay, and eBay, it's been manic lately. It's always a little up and down, and a little more so during the first quarter and while people are waiting to get their taxes back and stuff like that. And obviously things in the world a little bit crazy right now. Maybe people not out spending as much money as they were before. So you just got to push your way through it. You look back on my little bar graph there, and on Sunday, I think we sold $87, something like that, on eBay. Monday, much better, like 231. Nice day. Yesterday, 52, I think, something like that, 50 something. I mean, it looks like an EKG at this point, but we just keep doing what we're doing and push our way through it. And so I'm going to talk with you about the things that I did sell over the last couple of days, and then we'll take a look. I did stop at Goodwill and picked up a few things that worth pointing out to you, because then maybe you can see them on your next thrift trip or going to garage sales, and you can pick them up and make some profit too. So let's take a look at the first thing I sold. It's right here. It is a Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl commemorative chopper. This from Ertl. Really cool. I actually got on this. It came out of my death pile. It came out of a box of, what was in this box? One of those things. And I went, oh, yeah, I remember getting these. Got them last year, just now listed it. And I looked on WorthPoint, and there were 4, 5, 6, something. I mean, there weren't a ton of these that have ever shown up out there. So I listed this one and sent out an offer to a watcher, and turns out that watcher was Angel. So Angel, thank you so much. If I'd known it was you, I would have sent a better offer, I promise you. But cool piece and relatively rare piece. Got this one for $37.87 plus shipping. So thank you so much. Then we sold a masked rider. I love finding masks. It doesn't happen very often. They're pretty rare.
Doesn't get those wonderful toys.
From the big game and figure buyout that we made a couple weeks ago. And this sale put us one sale away, I think, from breaking even, and then everything else is profit. We're up to just, I think it was $17.76 that we've made off of this thing. We spent $1,800. So we spent up just to get some cool stuff in the store, and we are going to make some money off of it. And that starts now. We finally pulled even with the masked rider. This actually going to somebody in, I believe it was Malaysia, but they didn't get it through my international shipping. What they did is they bought it through a freight forwarder. And you'll see that sometimes. The address will sometimes look a little goofy. There'll be like a string of numbers and letters and stuff on there. And I know newer sellers kind of get freaked out. Then they look up the address and they go, this is a warehouse in the middle of a downtown district. And it's okay. There are a lot of freight forwarders. Portland, I get a lot. Delaware, there's a lot. There are different places where there are freight forwarders. And all that is I send it, and this company gets it. The end buyer has an account with this company. And so the company's picking up all this stuff, and then it puts it on a boat, plane. I don't know where it puts it, but it ships it overseas. And I guess for the buyer, it's a better deal. They pay less to the freight forwarder. The good thing is they pretty much lose all buyer protections when they use a freight forwarder, because even if they were to get it, right, and they were to say, hey, I got this damaged, or hey, this item is not as described, whatever it is, eBay will side with them, right, and say, all right, go ahead and send it back. They can't. I mean, not really, because it's going to be super expensive for them to send it from their country to us. And so they're never going to send it back. They can't send it back. We're only responsible to and from the address we sent it to. So you're pretty much in the clear if you sell it to somebody that is using a freight forwarder. So, not like I'm thinking I'm going to send a bad product to this person anyway, but you're in good shape. So ultimately, this thing ending up in Malaysia. Cool figure, and pretty rare to find them actually still on the card. So cool thing to be able to flip. I've still got one more mask in the store, so I think that one will sell pretty quickly as well. Then we sold one of the books from the estate sale that you just saw, Gulag Archipelago. This was the first one to sell, $23.44 plus shipping. I had said in that video, I think about $15 because of condition. But I thought, you know what, there aren't that many out there. And so I did price it up just a little bit just to see, right? I mean, you never know. I enabled best offer and somebody paid full price. That's one thing, you know, I have best offers on pretty much everything. One of the things that people say is, well, I don't put best offer because then all I will get is offers. It's not true at all. I get a lot of people that pay full price. So, I mean, this one of them, I'd have taken 15 for it if they'd have sent me the offer because that's what I was going to price it at, right? Instead, they paid $23.44 plus shipping, and we're almost in the profit after that one sale. We paid $30 for everything at that sale. So really cool to move something out within about the first 24 hours of listing it. Then we sold this little Cabbage Patch PVC figure. Cheapo, but I bought this. This was with a lot of other stuff. And so one of those things where I don't mind listing these little figures, the dollars add up. And so this sold for $8.53. Free shipping, only cost a couple, it was 4 ounces, right? Once it was all packaged up. So didn't cost hardly anything to ship. We made a couple bucks and we got a sale in the store. Happy with that. Then we sold a hat to another viewer of the channel. Chris came in and said, hey, I love your videos. I found another hat in your store that I couldn't live without. And so Chris bought the Peoria Chiefs hat. They're a minor league team. And this a green hat. I'm pretty sure this probably came out like St. Patrick's Day type of thing when the teams have the promotional green stuff. And so $20.09 plus shipping for this one to Chris. Chris, thanks so much, my friend. I sure appreciate it. I hope you enjoy that hat. Then sold another one of the littles out of my small bin. This, remember I bought 4 bags of cars from Goodwill. Sold all of the extras that weren't worth anything online on Facebook for $15. So we were already in the profit before we even sold all the individual pieces. And then we sold this guy from Paw Patrol, $6.99 plus shipping, of course, 100% profit on that. Then we sold these pewter clown figurines. I went to an estate sale last year that had all sorts of clown stuff. Creepy. And I bought some of it. And these, I actually had them priced a little bit higher, but they've been sitting for a year. Somebody sent me an offer of $12 plus shipping, and I took it. So clown stuff will sell. It sometimes takes a while, but there are crazy clown people out there.
Why so serious?
Then we sold another Teeny Mates. These, again, another small, right? I bought an entire bag of these, different positions, different teams, stuff like that for $2.99 at Goodwill. So you sell one and you pay them off. We've already sold a couple, and now we sold another one. This Buffalo Bills quarterback, $3.49 plus shipping. And then we sold another book from the estate sale. So nice to see when you list things and they sell very quickly. That's always nice. This one went out to a viewer as well. This one going out to Deb. She said this is going to be added to her mother's reading list. Her mom's reading the Tim LaHaye Left Behind series. And so she said, you know what, I'm going to tack this one on there. And so she's going to give it to her mom. So Deb, thank you so much. $8.99 plus shipping for that book. Then we sold a Montana puzzle postcard. This one coming from Gwen. When I went, a viewer of the channel that's here local, and said, hey, I've got some stuff that I think you might be interested in. Went over there and she had a really cool collection of lots of different things. And so I picked these up from her. I got a stack of 8, 9, something like that. And this is actually the first one to sell. It was $9.98, I think, is what it was listed at. And I had a watcher, so I sent her an offer of $8.99 plus shipping. And they took that. So one of those is out the door. And then we sold one more thing, and it was one more thing that we picked up at the estate sale. It was another one of the books, this study Bible, sold for $23.44 plus shipping. And to this point, it's always sold in the last 2 days. Like it's been a little bit slow, but today's a new day. I'm going to list a few things and hopefully ship out a few things. Let's take a look now at some of the things that I just picked up at Goodwill and have now gotten listed. So first off, you guys know I like to check in the media. Farmer Mark beat me to the media, but she had moved out a new rack of stuff, and he skimmed it. He grabbed some good stuff out of there, but I followed, and I grabbed some good stuff too. Just goes to show, you know, a good reseller can go through and you can follow them and still find stuff. And Mark's very good. And I still found some stuff after him. This one, Castle in the Sky, it's a VHS. And the sell-through on this is really good. Picked this up for 49 cents. And this will sell probably I'm hoping in the next week or so. It'll sell pretty quickly for about 10, 12 bucks, something like that. I think this is a pretty solid little flip. Then we picked up River Monsters, this from Animal Planet. It's a double DVD set. This is Jeremy Wade. His show is fantastic. If you're into fishing or just animals or anything like that at all, this guy is fascinating. And he goes all over the world and catches different fish in different ways. And it's a really good series. And so I was pretty sure when I picked this up, because it is an Animal Planet thing. It's older. See that, 2009. I thought this would be pretty good. And sure enough, it's pretty good. I think we ought to get about 15, 20 bucks for this one. And then Phineas and Ferb, The Fast and the Phineas. This one is actually still new and sealed. And so this one is out of print. And believe it or not, I ought to get about $30 for this thing because it is still new. I don't think it's going to sell super fast, but it will sell. And we'll get good money off of this DVD. So anytime something is new and sealed, it's worth at least taking a second look at it and double checking. It's got the barcode on there. Just scan it and your eBay app will tell you if it's worth anything. So got some media there. And then we move over to our religious section. This actually, it was hanging in a clear bag over with just the random stuff, with the silverware, the random tchotchke stuff. It's just a wall that's got rando stuff on it. Well, these, I saw them and I knew what they were because I've found them before. They've just got a look to them, you know, kind of when you see them. Obviously, like this one's Nativity, obviously. This is Mary. But they just, you see how they all kind of look the same? These are Fontanini. Let me see if we can get it. Yeah, there we go. See Fontanini down there? And then it's got the year. This one, 1983. Okay, and then underneath here, oh, it'll say Depose, Italy. And that's the number of the item. So this is number 2. There are others, like this is it Malachi, I think? They actually even wrote it on here, the people that owned it before. Yeah, this is Malachi. And you can see Fontanini, 1983, and 124. So all you have to look up, actually with these, you look up Fontanini, 1983, and 124, because essentially that's the model number. And that will bring up our man Malachi. And so you can find out, I've been putting up underneath here because I do have all of these listed, and I don't remember offhand how much they are all worth. Mary, actually one of the lesser valuable ones, because people have Mary, right? It's the side characters, no different than Barbie or, you know, any other thing where it's all of her friends are actually the ones that are worth the money. So there we got Malachi. Here we've got the angel Ertl there, and some of them have this thing on the bottom, which is kind of cool. And so you can see this was a limited edition Fontanini. This is newer. Now, if you find some of the old Fontanini, I know Kayla, homeschooling picker, has found some old stuff. It's paper mache. It is super valuable, and it'll sell quickly. These are going to sell, there's Josiah. These are going to sell as replacement pieces, or if somebody just didn't have a full set and they want to add to it, right? But I sell replacement pieces for Nativity pretty regularly. I just sold a Humco replacement here pretty recently. This one doesn't have anything on the bottom, but it did on the back. So see there, you can identify it. And this from a different set. This is like a different set. So you have these, they have a look, right? And then these have a little bit of a different look. And there actually was, here's some animals down here. We got the cat and a couple of goats. There was a guy walking around with another bag that had some of these in it. And I joked like, oh, you got the other half of my set. And he said something like, yeah, that one looked like it was Nativity pieces. And so I left that one. But this one had some other cool, like, looking statue stuff. I think there were these that he didn't realize, like this lady. You might not realize that this is like a Fontanini Nativity piece. It's just like the village section of the Nativity, right? It's the extended version. So I think he got more of these. I actually offered, I was like, hey, I'll give you $10 for it just so I can complete my set. And he didn't really want to do that, I guess. So that's a bummer. I actually tried to buy it off of him in the store before he checked out. He wouldn't do it. And none of these are particularly valuable, but we've got, I think there was a dozen of them here, guys, and I paid $2.99 for the entire bag. Very easy to look up and to list. And so we're going to make a really good return off of these. It's going to come slowly as people need replacement Nativity pieces, but it's absolutely going to come, and we're absolutely going to make good money off of these guys. And the other thing that I found actually on that trip that I was the most excited about is this shirt. Check it out. It's 1997, single stitch. Right there. See, there's just one line of stitching on there. Single stitch, 1997, Scooby-Doo. I mean, I had to keep it, right? I couldn't sell the thing. It certainly got resale value. I mean, this would sell. Such a cool shirt. I've got to double check if the eyeballs glow, but on the back there's but between the shoulders there's a glow in the dark thing on there as well. Like basically the same image, just glow in the dark. It's a fantastic shirt. I had to keep it, and so I found this one personal use, but I'm gonna get all of my money back out of it just in the enjoyment of wearing the thing. And sometimes you got to keep the stuff you love, right? You can't keep it all because then you're a hoarder, but every once in a while, you got to
Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. We'll see you next time.